Oh. All right, what's going on, everybody? We are back. We are back. We are back. A little late this week. Um, I think ideally we want to be um, Sunday morning
Right.
before the game start,
So,
Tuesday night at the latest,
right.
so we can either predict or kind of recap the weekend for
The
football
sports,
right
right,
now.
right.
We'll see what happens when the NBA season starts. We're probably gonna have to try to at least increase to 2 episodes a
Shows a
week.
week, right.
But yeah, I mean, just I was out of town, and between us, both of us working, it's just this is all at work today. So it's a late week Thursday episode. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening.
Really appreciate it.
Again, this is black and white, just sports. I'm Pat.
I'm Dante.
We got the Facebook page up. Okay, I think I got it set up good enough where I have it as a group, black and white, just sports. Join the group, like the page,
Please do.
Instagram, black and white, just sports. Between every word, there's an underscore, so you can figure that out. We got the YouTube page up now. Um, I tried to get the live video going. It wasn't working, so we'll get the video up on YouTube hopefully tonight. But follow us on YouTube as well. Also, the podcasts. Um, the podcast. Uh, number one, Anchor. That's our go-to.
Definitely go to the app.
That's what we started off with. But if you got Anchor, listen to the podcast there. Spotify. I'm happy to be on there. Real
Definitely,
talk, because
definitely.
Spotify is real big. And damn, you know what? Your phone has like a 5 second
Time
timeout.
right.
Shit, let me just do
Definitely got
this.
to fix that.
The podcast that we're on right now: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, like I said, Breaker, Podcasts, Radio Public, and Stitcher. So if you're on any of those, follow the podcast. Again, Facebook, follow us. Black and White Just Sports is up. Instagram, Black and White Just Sports, and the YouTube page is going up. So follow us there, Black and White Just Sports. So let's get into it.
Yes, boy. Let's get it.
We're gonna start off with my boy Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs, because right now they are lighting the fucking league up.
Home sweet Mahomes.
That was kind of stupid, but I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll take it. Mahomes, man, he is tearing the fucking league up.
Destroying it.
He started off with, the last few games of last year when they decided to kick Alex Smith to the curb. Did he get hurt last year? Or did they just say fuck it?
I think he just said F it. Yeah, I don't remember him getting hurt.
I think they just said fuck it and we're gonna move on, because like Tyrod Taylor, no shots fired, but like Tyrod Taylor, Alex Smith wasn't the future, so they moved on. And
Definitely moved on.
fucking Pat Mahomes looks like damn near the best quarterback in the league. Definitely top 5 right now. So this man is just destroying it.
What he's doing with the Chiefs are 4-0 right now. They have not lost a single game.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
And it's definitely because of Mahomes. I mean, Kareem Hunt has something to do with it. Tyreek Hill, the defense is solid, but Patrick Mahomes is leading that Arsenal to an undefeated record right now. And the way they're rolling right now, I don't see anybody beating them at this stage in the season right now.
Yeah,
so hopefully they keep it up.
Right now, Patrick Mahomes leads the league in touchdowns. He has 14 touchdowns through week. We're going into
week 5. He has 14 touchdowns. Week 5.
This man has 14 touchdowns. It's fucking ridiculous.
And he has 0 interceptions for a second-year quarterback. That is crazy.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've seen.
0 interceptions.
I saw a stupid. I think it was more like a joke stat, but I saw it that he has less interceptions throwing the ball with his left hand, because he did that left hand throwing the last game. He has less, left-handed interceptions than anyone in the league. I forget what it. You know what? Just forget I said that. Yeah, I can't remember.
I think I try to know what you're talking about, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck that. Man, he's just
Yeah, he's unbelievable right now. I
He's
did. No one
ridiculous.
expected this from
I
him.
didn't see this at like. I thought he'd be okay, but I didn't think he would be. I'm gonna say amazing because he's amazing right now.
Right,
Kind
he
of
definitely
scoot
is.
towards me a little bit. Your fat face is hanging out the camera a little bit, so let's make sure we get you in there. You know, we could be a little close.
Come on, man.
We are. So yeah, but the Chiefs, man, 4-0. What they 4-0, right?
4-0
Leading their division right now. So
easily.
shit, let's see what happens. I think that they're easily gonna take the division right now.
Yeah, right now I don't see. They just beat Denver. The Raiders are just won their first game,
And
and
the Raiders are a joke, even though they beat the
their
Browns.
division
But
really isn't up
yeah,
to par right now. So the Chiefs are definitely in the front run to win that division easily. So
yeah. So the Chiefs are balling right now, 4-0. Pat Mahomes is just lighting it up. Um, I mean, he's first in TDs. He is. I mean, he's a little behind in yards. He's not leading the league in yards, but I mean that doesn't really
and he
matter.
plays with just so much poise, man. Like you wouldn't even know he's only a second year quarterback. Like he plays with so much poise and so much control. Like even when blitzes come, his first or second read isn't there. Like he's just always under control when he's under center. Like I love the way he's playing quarterback right now. Mahomes to me right now is the MVP in NFL.
So I assume because you are like the biggest fair weather fan I've ever met in my life. So I'm assuming that like in a week or two, like the Chiefs are going to be your favorite team and Pat Mahomes is your
No,
favorite
I still
quarterback.
have my four favorite teams, and the Chiefs aren't one of them. But I am
I
keeping a
mean,
close eye on those guys.
you're keeping a close eye because you'll like them as soon as they're like
I mean, I never
8-1.
disliked them, but those guys are impressing me a lot. And they're not beating sorry teams; they're beating
Yeah, I mean
legit
they're beating
teams.
people, man. They're beating people that are good right now. So Chiefs, man, I guess watch out. AFC,
Definitely
watch
watch
out.
out.
I think they
They got a
are.
they definitely have a tough game coming up this week though. This is gonna show us a lot against Jacksonville, probably the number one or number two defense in the league. So
Yeah, Jacksonville,
then
they're pretty good too.
we're definitely gonna
So,
see how Mahomes goes up against Patrick Ramsey and Bouye out there in the secondary. So we're gonna see what happens with that.
but yeah, look out in a couple weeks. My buddy here, the biggest fair weather fan I've ever met in my life, he'll be like, "Oh, the Chiefs are my top 5 team." What? You didn't even
Don't listen to him, people.
who?
Do
Hold on,
not
real
listen
quick.
to him.
Who's so they know in a couple weeks. Who's your top
People, my favorite
5
teams
favorite
are
teams?
the Cowboys are my favorite team.
I hate that because I'm the biggest Cowboys fan. I don't know
The
where he came
Saints are
from.
my second favorite team.
Saints, really?
The Rams
Wow, here the Rams.
The
There
Rams
we go.
are my third favorite team, and the Houston Texans
The
are my fourth favorite team, and the Vikings are my fifth favorite team. Those are my top
so
5 favorite teams in football.
so I've known this man for about probably 20 years now. He has never been a Vikings fan. Who'd you say? Who else was it?
The Cowboys,
I know the
the
Cowboys.
Saints.
Saints. Where the hell did the Saints come
I
from?
love Drew Brees, man. Drew Brees is a top 10 quarterback,
Do,
maybe top 5.
do you love their record right now too? Because
The Saints are 3-1.
that's why I think they're one of your favorite teams.
No, I like the Saints even before Gamora got there, before Michael
You
Thomas got there.
You are
Drew Brees
such
is
a
just
liar.
when they beat Peyton Manning, that made me kind of I'm going to stick with the Saints for a while.
So you left your favorite player ever?
I will never leave Peyton Manning. To me, he's the third best quarterback to ever put on a uniform.
Who's number 1?
Brady.
Oh, now.
Brady. You can't take away 5 rings, man.
Did we not have this conversation for like 6 years that Brady was better than
He
Manning?
wasn't then because, I mean, if you want to go strictly off rings, because Brady definitely has more rings. He has 5 and Peyton only has 2. But stats, it's not even close. Peyton Manning probably owns every statistical passing record ever.
He's about to get passed by Drew Brees.
I mean, that's why I said Drew Brees may be top 5 when he's all said and done. But Brady doesn't even come close to Peyton Manning's numbers. Now, winning, of course he does, because he's always had a defense. He has Bill Belichick as his coach all of those years. So, yeah. But if you want to look at a career, people are going to put Brady over Peyton because of the rings. So,
I mean, he's never had any receivers either. And that's why I used to tell you years ago, he never had a fucking top. top. Well,
I mean,
one
he had 1 year when
one
he
time
had
with
lost, but
Moss
they didn't
where
even
he
win
had,
the Super Bowl that year. They lost to the
yeah.
Giants.
But other than that, he's never had a top 10 receiver ever. Peyton Manning has had like 3 of them. So
I mean, he did win two. He got the 3, won 2. So I
he
mean,
won
you
2, but he won
can't
1 with the
flog him for that.
Colts. He won 1 with the
One with the
Colts.
Colts and one with Denver. How many? Name another
First of
quarterback
all,
that's won 2 Super Bowls with
fir-
2 different teams.
first of all, fucking what's his name? Can't even think of his name. Such a bum. Brock Osweiler got him into the playoffs like the last like 6 weeks of
Their
the season.
defense got them out. Brock Osweiler just was a game
Anyways,
manager.
people write it down. You saw his favorite teams as of now. Give it a couple of weeks. He's gonna be flipping his teams.
Tiana, you stay out of it. Anyway,
Thank you, Tiana. We got a couple Facebook. You know, the Facebook's open, so there's comments coming in. We'll address them as we come. YouTube, you'll hear the comments.
yeah, definitely join us in
So
the conversation, people. We
the
love to
podcast, yeah,
comment.
y'all will hear us respond to the comments as well. But Tiana, yeah, she's known you for about what 8 years now, and she's never heard you cheer for any of those teams. So yeah,
Man,
you're
Tiana, you just stay out
big
of it.
fair weather fan.
Anyway,
we'll move on.
let's
The
get to
Browns.
the Browns.
Let's get to the Browns. People, if you're from out of the state of Ohio and you follow us, you watch us, we're gonna talk about Cleveland teams. We're from Cleveland. He's the biggest Cleveland hater
I'm
ever.
definitely not. Don't pay him
But
any mind.
we will talk about Cleveland teams. I mean, honestly, Cleveland Browns are hot right now just because of Baker Mayfield. But this past week and
Was
this
a tough
game against
loss.
the Raiders, this shit was ridiculous.
Was tough. Tough game.
I was on the road and I was driving home, so I didn't catch a lot of it. But from what I recapped, I saw that Carlos Hyde had a first down potentially taken away from him. Derek Carr fumbled and they like blew the whistle like
right when he got
2
hit
seconds
with
after the
ball.
snap.
Right.
It was ridiculous. Excuse me. Baker Mayfield had what 4 turnovers, I believe it was.
Yeah, 4 turnovers, 2
So
interceptions, and 2 fumbles.
he'll get it. I think he'll get it together. He's coming along.
He's definitely.
I mean, we put up what 42.
42 points.
Tyrod Taylor never would have done that shit.
Never.
So,
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
there's no way. I mean, yeah, he had 4 turnovers.
I mean, but this is his first year, so you
not even first year, his first
right
start.
first start. You have to
Okay,
expect
so-
at least a little bit of turnovers here and there. Now he has to clean it up.
Oh, absolutely.
But the team looks completely different with Baker under the helm.
42
man.
points.
42 points.
I honestly can't
I've
remember.
never seen the Browns put up that many
I honestly
points since
can't
I've been
remember.
watching.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't remember seeing the Browns put up 42 points, and if they did, I don't have the stats to back it up. So that's another thing we're gonna work on. We're gonna get more better with the stats. So, but I tell you what, I haven't seen an offense like this, and it's only been, like I said, a game and a half. You know, the 2 quarters last game and the full game is. I haven't seen an offense like this for the Browns since the Derek Carr year that they had that fluke show with Braylon Edwards and Kellen Winslow and them boys. It was a mind. We missed the fucking playoffs because of Cincinnati, but
Right.
But anyways, the offense looks ridiculous right now. Like 42 points. I haven't seen that in a long, long time for the Browns. So
And everyone was involved.
yeah, everyone. Njoku
Callaway,
is
Njoku,
getting more touches and more
Landry.
yards. Landry's coming along.
Hyde
'Cause
was running good. What's the rookie running back's name?
Chubbs.
Chubb played his ass off.
Hey man, here's my gripe. I can't. I've had Carlos Hyde on my fantasy team in the past. He went to Ohio State. Again, we're from Ohio, so we follow Ohio State football
Alumni.
close. Whatever. But we follow Ohio State football close. He was a monster at Ohio State, but since he's been in the league, he's just been an average back.
Right,
So
average
like
back.
right now, he's been beyond my expectations because I thought he would at least be injured by now. Like he's been injury prone in the past. He's been okay stat wise. So like I'm kind of shocked. So I'm not like, hey, just chalk Hyde and let's just give the ball to Chubb every time now. But Chubb is a monster in the waiting. I think he'll be the back of the future. But I can't hate, man. Hyde's putting up numbers. I think he'll be he'll be injured by about week 8, so Chubb will take over there. But
I want Chubb to start. I definitely think Chubb needs to get more touches. Him only getting the ball 5 times a game, and you seen what he did every single time he touched it. 60-yard run here, 40, 50-yard run there. Like he definitely needs to touch the ball way more than what he does right now. I mean, Hyde's not bad, but Chubb needs to definitely be more involved in the running game. They need to start splitting carries.
Chubb definitely needs to be involved more. Duke Johnson too, to be honest with you.
Right, him too.
Even if they don't take him out of the backfield, throw him in a slot or something and let him try to get some touches
In
in
open
the
space, because he definitely can make plays.
He definitely
can make plays.
Where am I going here? Let's see. I don't know. Where are we going? Or do we want to talk about them some more? Hold on, because 2 bad calls. Like I said, I didn't watch the game, but from the replays, it looks like
that was a fumble.
Oh, the fumble for sure.
That was a fumble.
That was a fumble.
A bogus call.
That shit was ridiculous. Fuck them refs, and because what the fuck? I understand, but I hate it that they're trying to protect the quarterback so much because we got screwed week 1 with the Steelers for fucking roughing the passer because you put your body weight.
Because you fell on him, basically. How are you supposed to stop you from falling ridiculous.
On him? And then we get fucking hosed with this non-fumble call. So we got, in my opinion, we got screwed. But like I said, Baker had a couple turnovers. I mean, in my opinion, he won't have 4 turnovers every game. That shit's going to go down. He'll get it together. So
I mean, just to play devil's advocate, they definitely were cheated out of those 2 calls. Because if those 2 calls, either one of those calls would have went different ways, the Browns would have won. But at the same time, the Browns defense can't give up 45 points.
Oh yeah, that's just
to a team that hasn't even won a game. This was the Raiders' first win of the season, and the Browns let them score 45 points. That's ridiculous. Browns defense has to get better than that. They've been awesome the first 3 games. Up until the end, 45 points is not going to cut it. You're not going to beat anyone giving up 45 points. Yeah, so the Browns defense has to improve.
Definitely a good point. I wasn't even thinking about that. The defense was...
That defense was garbage,
trash.
Especially in the second half. They gave up 4 touchdowns in the second half with 3 and 2 field goals. That's terrible.
Yeah, the defense did not show up at all. And I was disappointed with the defense.
Yeah, I definitely was because the Browns defense have been awesome this season so far. Lead the league in takeaways. Mm-hmm. We don't really get dogged in the passing game or the running game. So that was a shocker to me for them to give up that many points. But
yeah, that was.
Hopefully they can improve this week against the Ravens.
I'll be down at the game this weekend, so we'll see what happens.
But speaking of teams, let's talk about these power rankings. We're a quarter of the way through the NFL season. The first 4 weeks are done. So we're going to actually rank our top 5 teams, power ranking wise, are the best teams in the league through the first 4 weeks. What you got, Pat?
You want to go ahead with
I'll go ahead with my top 5. Number 5, and this is going to throw some people off because they are 2-2 and they have 2 bad losses, is the Vikings. And I think the Vikings are a Super Bowl contending team. They're just going through the motions right now. Dalvin Cook is in and out of the lineup. When he's in, he's not even really healthy. The defense is up and down. Well, we all know their defense is solid. They're just up and down. Like I said, they're going through the motions. They have all the talent you could ask for. Kirk Cousins is in the top 5 in passing yards. Diggs and Thielen are top 10 receivers. So, I mean, they have Rudolph is a top 10 tight end. So, they have the weapons all over the field. And defensively, they have playmakers as well. Like I said, they're just going through the motions. So, that's number 5. Number 4, I got the Ravens, man. The Ravens have the number 1 or number 2 defense in the NFL. And they're not giving up anything. They haven't given up any second half touchdowns the entire season. I've never heard of that. No touchdowns in the second half through 4 entire games. That's crazy. Their offense isn't a juggernaut, but that defense is crazy. The Browns have to be on their A game this week, but the Ravens are number 4 on my power ranking list.
You came with some stats on that. It was about time. This man never has facts or stats to back.
That's false.
His predictions, his likes. It's all just what he sees and what he hears on TV. So
Number
I'm glad he put something behind that one.
number 3, I got the Saints. The Saints started off a little shaky, but the past couple of weeks, they look like the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees throwing 300-400 yards every week. Michael Thomas leads the league in receptions. Gamara is arguably the best running back in football. Ted Ginn's producing. The defense isn't anything special, but that offense can score 30, 40 points any given Sunday. So any team they're playing, unless you're putting up 4 or 5 touchdowns a game, it's going to be very difficult to beat the New Orleans Saints. I got the Saints number 3 on my list. Number 2, we talked about it, the first topic of the show. Mahomes, Sweet Mahomes, and them
Sweet
Chiefs.
Mahomes. Is that you giving people nicknames now?
Yes, Home Sweet Mahomes. That's how I'm going to
Mahomes.
refer to Patrick Mahomes.
Ridiculous.
The Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, are my number 2 on the list of power rankings. They're undefeated. They look awesome every single week. Even when you look like they're down and out, they find a way to get it done. The defense is solid. The offense is awesome with Kareem Hunt and Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Mahomes. They just look like a powerhouse right now. So number 2 is definitely the Kansas City Chiefs, no question. Number 1, man, listen, the St. Louis Rams are just, y'all thought the Chiefs were dominating the league. Look at the Rams' numbers, defensively and offensively. Jared Goff is a top 5 quarterback right now. Look at the numbers. Jared Goff. People thought Jared Goff was going to be a bust. Look at what he's doing right now. He's top 5 in passing yards right now. Todd Gurley is arguably the best running back in the league. Then they have 3 receivers who all caught over 100 yards last week. Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, and Brandon Cooks. And that defense with Sue and Donald, Peters, Talib, like that defense is ridiculous. So the Rams are 4-0 as well. Them and the Chiefs are the only 2 undefeated teams left. So, like I said, the Rams are at the top of my list right now. I don't see anybody in the league beating the Rams right now. Let's go, Pat. Who you got in your rankings?
So, my rankings is a little bit different. Number 1, I got the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, like, I agree. I mean, the Rams look ridiculous. I honestly think at this point, it looks like it's the Rams, Chiefs in the Super Bowl, but we'll see. I mean, it's week 5.
Week 5.
So
It's still real early, so don't count
really
your
early.
horses
So
yet. But
we'll see what happens. But that looks like a lock right now. But the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes is unstoppable. This man is leading the league in touchdowns, no interceptions, none, zero,
that's a
zero,
crazy
zero.
stat.
Through 4 weeks, this man has not. He even threw a fucking pass with his left fucking arm, and he still doesn't have any interceptions. 14 touchdowns leading the league, 1,200 yards. You know, he's putting up numbers, man. That offense, they just look unstoppable. That's my number 1. Number 2 is the Rams. It's a close second. That's another offense. It's looking like what did they used to call the Rams? The best show on turf. It's starting to look like the best show on turf again, man. They are fucking balling. They look Jared Goff, man. Like people wrote him off when
Definitely wrote him off. His rookie year they were saying he wasn't going to be much.
Who the hell did the fucking Rams bring as coach? What was his name? The old Titans coach.
Jeff Fisher.
Jeff Fisher. They brought Jeff Fisher in. And that man almost fucking destroyed Jared Goff's
he almost
career.
ruined his career. He didn't have any kind of faith in Jared Goff at all.
I never want a down, I don't want the bad for anybody. I mean, Jeff Fisher got money regardless, so if he gets fired, he gets fired. He's still paid. But that man almost destroyed Goff's career. He didn't want no parts of Goff at all. His rookie year, I think he started like 1 or 2 games, maybe.
Right. He didn't even play his rookie year that much.
Didn't play at all. Man, he's been fucking balling since.
Balling. Top 5 in receiving yards, TDs, wins.
Oh, you throwing some you got some stats coming. You've been doing a little bit of research. Finally,
had to do some research, people.
Finally,
give y'all some facts a little bit.
Finally, he's done some research. But yeah, the Rams they're a close second for me, man. The offenses are basically interchangeable.
Basically.
The Rams defense probably is better. I'll give it to them. But I don't think they can stop Mahomes right now. Nobody seems like they can stop Mahomes. So
not at all.
Until they stop him, they're my number 1 team. Third team, I had a list going, and I'm gonna change it right now. I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans. They've knocked off a couple people now. The Jaguars, and they just beat the Eagles. The Eagles are having a down year. It looks like after the Super Bowl run.
Fluke.
I want to say fluke. Wentz is just coming back. They were riding with
Nick Foles,
Nick Foles for
who's
a little
been
bit. Yeah,
garbage the first two games.
he showed his true colors. I
Definitely
think
did.
fluke wise was him in the playoffs in the Super Bowl last year. Because I think he was with the Rams as well for a while.
Yeah,
He
it
was
was.
just trash.
Backup, yeah,
So,
yep.
um, yeah, Titans right now are my number third team. They have taken out the Jaguars that I think have the best defense. I think
Right, yeah,
statistically
statistically the
they
Jaguars
are the
are up
best
there.
defense
Right.
in the league, and they beat the Eagles, defending champs, who should have been better than what they are, but they're trash right now. Yeah, was that number four? Number five, I'm gonna go with the Jaguars. Blake Bortles is still putting up numbers somehow. I don't believe in him, but I
Mm.
mean their defense is nasty, and they're 3-1 right now. They're putting up numbers too. I'm going with the Jaguars for number four, and number five is maybe unexpected, but you look at the record, you can give it to them. I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bears. Mitch Trubisky.
He's playing solid.
I had no faith in this guy at all. I mean, he's not out here putting up like crazy numbers, but he's handling the offense well. Um, and their defense is pretty good. They lost Khalil Mack, but I mean, they're doing a decent job. So I think that's my top five. Chiefs 1, Rams 2, Titans 3, Jags 4, and then the Chicago Bears number 5. So we'll see. It's still early in the season,
Real early.
very early. We'll see what happens, but I mean those teams are really dominating right now. So um, we're gonna do some predictions. We're gonna jump into this week. I know the Colts and
The
the
Patriots playing
Patriots are.
tonight.
I think they're playing right now during our
Yeah, actually it
podcast.
comes 8:30.
Not
Yeah,
our,
they're definitely playing
they're
right
playing
now.
right now. So I think I'm gonna
Schedule.
I'm gonna contribute that to not us having a lot of live views, but that's okay. We'll repost it. Like I said, it'll be up on Facebook. It'll be up on YouTube.
Right.
Um, but the Patriots and Colts are playing right now. But we'll make our predictions for week
Week
5.
5.
So what are you thinking? Tonight's game.
I think this is an easy one. The Patriots are at home. They rarely lose at Foxborough. They just came off a solid win last week. Not taking nothing away from Andrew Luck because he's still a tier 1 quarterback. The Colts aren't that bad. They're 2-2. So I mean, I don't think it's going to be a blowout or anything because Luck's going to keep the Colts competitive. But I'm just not picking against Brady in Foxborough. I just can't do it. So
Yeah.
Patriots win in a close game.
Yeah, of course you're not picking against Brady because that's just like the smart pick. I'm gonna go with the Colts. Andrew Luck is trying to bounce back from his injuries, and he's looked pretty good this year. Um, I think it's an upset because I think
Yeah,
the
it definitely would
Patriots
be an
are.
upset. Patriots are definitely the favorite.
I think the Patriots are favorite, so I'm gonna take the Colts. I'm not gonna do a score. We don't get too much into
Right,
the
into scores,
scores.
right.
We just pick, who we think's gonna win or lose. But I'm gonna take Andrew Luck down in Foxborough. I'm thinking he's gonna pull off an upset. What is the next game, sir?
We got the Tennessee Titans at the Buffalo Bills. First game Sunday.
Let me jump in real quick. I know I picked the Titans in my top 5, and it's because it's week 5. But this is a shitty. This game sucks, man.
Yeah,
It
I
really
don't even think
does.
anyone's going to watch that game. The Titans, if y'all lose, I'm done with y'all.
The,
The
the,
Bills are just putrid. They just I don't even. Do they have any players on their team that anyone can name
yeah, they got
other than LaShawn McCoy, and he's haven't even played this
he's injured.
season.
He got the rib
They
injury,
picked up
so
Calvin Benjamin from the Panthers last year. He hasn't done
he
squat.
just hasn't done
So I
squat his
mean,
whole
the
career.
Bills' defense is terrible. The Bills just when they beat the Vikings, I was just in awe. The Vikings ought to be ashamed of themselves, and that's probably going to be the Bills' only win of the season.
I'll tell you
But the
what.
Titans definitely should win this game easily. It shouldn't even be close, even though they're in New York. I'm going with the Titans win easily. It
Yeah,
shouldn't even be close.
I'm not gonna jump into it too far. Like I said, to me, the Titans are in my top 5 right now. So you're like, hey, why are you dogging the Titans? I don't believe in them, man. It's week 5. Give it a couple weeks. To me, this game is still trash. Like Titans, what was it like 9-6, 9-3 that they beat the
Right? Did they beat the
Jaguars?
Jaguar? Right.
Shitty game. I don't know who the fuck wanted to watch that bullshit. I didn't, and I won't watch any of them. So I'm gonna go with the Titans just because they're 3-1, and I think they're a better team to build. The Bills suck.
Of course, of course.
Josh
Josh
Allen.
Allen's not,
I
doesn't
mean, you
look.
know what?
I
He
mean,
doesn't look horrible, but he's a rookie quarterback. He's not fucking
right,
killing it out
right.
here. But fuck this game. This
We'll
game
see.
sucks. I don't care about it. Titans. Next game, sir.
We got the Falcons and the Steelers. This might arguably be the game of the week, people. The Falcons and the Steelers, 1 o'clock. You really can go either way with this game because both
Hold on.
teams.
Did you say this is the game of the week?
I said arguably it might be the game of the week because there's another game
Have
that can be a game of the week as well, and we're going to get there. Don't spoil it.
Pittsburgh is 1-2, and the fucking Falcons
Are 3-1 or 1-3? I'm sorry. So
So
they both neither one are.
So how the
Don't
fuck is this the game of the
listen,
week?
people. Do listen.
Are you going off
Don't
like
let the records fool you. The Steelers are still a team to be reckoned with, and so are the Falcons. It's only week 5. Don't let he jump in the gun. He just told y'all it's early still when it came to other teams and players.
Yeah,
Now when it comes
I
to
said
two
that.
Super Bowl contending teams, now you want to say they're 1-3. They're one. Come on, man. It's early. The Steelers are going to get on track, and the Falcons are going to get on track. Like I said, this is going to be arguably the game of the week. It's in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Terrible towels. But I'm going with the Falcons in this game. I'm picking Matty Ice. I'm picking Julio Jones. I'm picking Tevin Coleman. I'm picking Mohamed Sanu, and I'm picking Calvin Ridley. I'm picking them. Hello, Brittany. We see you. I'm picking the Falcons in this game. The Steelers, I don't have no problem with. Big Ben, got all the respect for you in the world. Antonio Brown. Connor has calmed down since his week 1 and 2 explosion. He hasn't really done much since. The Steelers' defense is one of the worst in the league. The Falcons aren't much better, so it's definitely going to be a shootout. But I think the Falcons' offense is way better than the Steelers right now without Le'Veon Bell. So I'm picking the Falcons in a shootout.
So you have pretty much predicted this game for the game of the week, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Both the teams right now are bad. Okay.
Stop going off the record. Look at the teams.
So you're going off.
You got 2 top 10 quarterbacks playing in this game.
So you're going off of history instead of what's actually in front of you right now.
Okay, they both only have 1 win.
They both have 2 wins between the 2 of them. So this is not the fucking game of the week.
So you think games of the week are based off records?
Absolutely. Good teams. These are bad teams now.
So the Falcons are a bad team to you?
Right now they are, yes. They haven't proved anything. Are they, what are they, last in their division?
Yes, they're last in their division. Okay. So who's your pick? Who you picking in? Somebody got to win. Unless it ends in a tie, and I don't see that happening.
I wish it would end in a tie.
No, I don't. I'm sick of ties in this season. Or it's been 2 already. I'm sick of ties. It's not going to
happen. Jeez. This is a shitty game, too. It's not a shitty game. They're both going to put up points. Neither one has defense. The Falcons are away. I'm going to give it to Steelers. Matty Ice is not going to play good outdoors on the grass. It'll probably be chilly in Pittsburgh. It won't be cold, but he won't have it. Steelers are taking this. Yeah, they'll probably both put up points. Defense won't be even showing up this game, but yeah, they both stink right now too. So Steelers over the Falcons. Not the game of the week, I want to point out. Nowhere even near.
Mark my words, people.
Next game, sir.
We got the Broncos at the Jets. I don't even want to talk about this game. This should be a no-brainer. Denver wins. I'm not even about to describe no players or nothing. Denver wins this game easily.
Yeah, I'm not too far from you. Again, another 2 teams that are not doing good. Jets. I mean, they're trying to hand it off to Darnold. He's done okay. He's not showing a lot.
Lack of talent.
I mean, in my opinion, UFC quarterbacks have never
really done
amounted
right.
to anything
I
in the
agree with
league.
that.
People point out Carson Palmer.
That was one player,
And
and he had some
you know what?
decent years
I'll
and
tell
some bad
you. In
years.
my opinion, he wasn't even that great.
He was decent.
He was an okay quarterback. Like you said, man, this game sucks, man. The Broncos. I'm sorry, the Broncos are not that good right now. The Jets suck. I'm gonna just give it. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for that, but I'm gonna give it to the Broncos. Like Dante said, I'm not gonna get into it too much because both of these teams suck right now. I'll give it to the Broncos. Ooh, here goes the game of the week.
Now this is arguably, again, like I said before, the game of the week.
What do you mean arguably?
I said
It
arguably.
is.
Some people may
It's-
think the Steelers and Falcons is just as good as this.
How?
But
Why and how?
This game,
a diehard Steelers
no,
and a diehard Falcons
this
fan?
game, the Jaguars and the Chiefs. Now this I am going to get into. The Jaguars are 3-1 and the Chiefs are 4-0. They're in Kansas City. You really can go either way with this game because, like we said earlier, the Jaguars have a top 1 or 2 defense. Blake Bortles has been playing very, very well the last couple of weeks. If he can keep that consistency, the Jaguars can be a Super Bowl contender. But like I said before, and I'm going to keep saying it, Mahomes, sweet Mahomes.
Oh my gosh.
They are in Kansas City.
Why do you keep doing that?
I'm picking Kansas City. I'm going with Mahomes. The train is not about to stop against Jacksonville, and they're in Kansas City. I'm going to reiterate that again. If they were in Jacksonville, maybe I would have went a different route. But like I said, all those weapons with Kareem Hunt and Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Kelsey, they just have too many weapons. I don't think the Jaguars can match up with all of them. Bouye and Ramsey can't check everybody. So I'm going with the Chiefs in a close game. It's not going to be as high scoring as people think, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs in this one in a close one.
Two things. Number one, your stupid face, I think, keeps getting cut out of the camera. So I need you to move a little closer to me. There you go. There you go. Now we're good. Number two, shout out Travis Kelsey. Even though, I mean, I didn't go there. Cleveland Heights alum, I believe he is.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I mean, it's right around the corner. Shout out to
Basically.
You. Balling. In my opinion,
top 5 tight end.
Second best tight end in the league right now, behind Gronk. But that's because Gronk is Brady's only target. This is gonna be a good game. This is the game of the fucking week. Unlike this imbecile tells you that the fucking the fucking Falcons and Steelers. Oh hey, Falcons and Steelers. They got 2 wins. But that's the best game of the week. No, this is a Where is it? Hold on. I'm sorry, I lost my spot. This is a 4-0 team versus a 3-1 team. They have 1 loss between the 2 teams. The fucking 2 teams that you thought is the best game of the week have 2 wins between them.
And both of their offenses are better than both of these teams playing.
Excuse me? Excuse me.
Okay, maybe not the Steelers.
Neither one is better than the Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Chiefs, man. Plain and simple. The Chiefs are fucking rolling. I'll give them 5-0. It's not going to be a pretty game. The Jaguars' defense is going to step up.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be a pretty game.
I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm thinking like 17-14 probably.
Yeah, somewhere around. It's definitely not going to be no 30-point game.
Yeah, we usually don't give the numbers for the scores, but I think it's going to be low-scoring, man. I don't think it's going to be very high-scoring at all. Defense.
Not at all.
You know what? The Chiefs' defense isn't that good, but the Jaguars are
awesome.
A problem, and I mean. But fucking Pat Mahomes is a fucking monster right now. But I'm going to go with Chiefs 5-0, and the Jaguars will drop the game. So, let's go to another game. Another shitty game, in my opinion. It's a lot of shitty games in the NFL.
Man. We got the Packers and the Lions. This actually is an interesting game. It's not shitty.
Listen.
The Lions always play.
There you go.
Lions,
let's get a little close. I'm going to put my arm around you so you can get in the fucking camera.
He likes me, people. It's all right, man. I'm a likable guy.
Nah, you're definitely not a likable guy.
This dude, man. But anyway.
You've had, look, this has been you the whole. Go ahead and talk. I'll do this. instead of getting out of the fucking camera, I'll just do this the whole time. That's how you've looked the whole time. Get in camera, please.
The Lions always give Aaron Rodgers problems for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's always a close game in these games between Detroit and Green Bay. I'm going to pick Aaron Rodgers because, like Stephen A. said, that's a bad man. But I'm going to go with the Packers in this one I wouldn't say it's a shootout, but it's going to be a close game.
No,
Packers should win this game, but I wouldn't be shocked if Detroit won it either.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I think it is a shootout. This game. Again, man, I honestly think right now the NFL is not doing good because there's a lot of mediocre teams.
A lot of them.
It's early. My opinion, I won't get too far into it, but I think they need to fucking expand on preseason because there's a lot of people that are not doing the fucking 2 days, they're not doing the off season regimen, and then getting a preseason not doing. I mean, people are coming into week one with like their first snaps, and it looks terrible the first couple weeks. So the NFL is a product of them not practicing and not playing anymore. This game, they're at the Lions. I'll give it to the Packers, man. I don't think Stafford's good enough to outshoot Aaron Rodgers in the fucking dome. Neither one of them got to worry about weather conditions or anything like that. So, Packers over Lions. Next.
We got the home team, the Cleveland Browns at the Baltimore Ravens.
You said Ravens.
We got the home team, which is the Cleveland Browns at against the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens might be your home team.
I'm not from Baltimore, but
yeah, but you flip flop enough.
But I tell you one thing, I am going to pick Baltimore to win this game because that defense, like I said, is number one in the league in defense. So I'm not. The Browns haven't shown me enough yet on offense for me to just say they're going to outscore that defense. No, I'm not doing that. I'm picking the Ravens in probably a mediocre game, maybe like 21-17, somewhere around there. Like again, Pat said, we don't do the scores, but it'll be somewhere around there. I don't see anybody putting up 30 points. Browns will be competitive like they always are, but in the end, I think the Ravens will win in a close game. I hope the Browns win.
I'm going to be a homer. I'm going to be a homer to an extent because I'm picking the Browns. Browns because I am a local boy. Cleveland, stand up. Baker Mayfield. I think Baker Mayfield's going to ball again. But I think they're going to pull it out, honestly. I mean, Joe Flacco is on.
Joe Flacco's been playing actually pretty
good. I don't know
what
the fuck he's taking right now, but he's balling out. So,
has some new toys.
He's got a couple new toys. I think his toys have helped.
Got Crabtree and Brown. John Brown been balling the last couple of weeks. That guy,
I have him on my fantasy.
Been nice the past couple of weeks. And Crabtree been solid too.
I picked him up on
and they get their tight end back this week.
Fantasy team, and he has been balling, John Brown. But you know what? I'm gonna go with my heart, man. I just fucking love the Browns, and I'm gonna go with the Browns, man.
I respect it.
You don't respect it because you don't like Cleveland.
I respect it. I don't like Cleveland. I'm just a realist. The Ravens are a better team than the Browns, but we're going to find out Sunday.
Man, next game is another trash game.
No, it's not. It's another interesting game, people. We have the New York Giants at the Carolina Panthers. This is an interesting game.
How?
The Giants are, 1-3, and the Panthers are 2-2, I believe.
Oh, another shitty game, people. Shitty game.
This is going to be an interesting game, but I'm going to roll with Cam Newton because they're in North Carolina. They were in New York, I may have a different opinion, but Cam in his hometown, he's going to do the Superman when he scores, cross his chest. You already know what it is. So, yeah, I'm going to pick the Panthers in this one against the Giants.
I'm going the other way. Giants have sucked basically all year. Odell Beckham is frustrated.
I believe that.
I think he's tweeting or telling certain, broadcast, ESPN, Bleacher Report. I've seen it. I seen it in my feeds, man. The man is fucking frustrated. Giants win this week, man. Plain and simple. I know they're in Carolina, but Giants win. I don't know how it's gonna happen. Giants win. Mark my words.
Interesting pick.
Oh, baby. We got the Dolphins and the Bengals. Where we going here?
I'm definitely going with Cincinnati. I mean, the Dolphins started out hot 3-0 until they met that boy Tom Brady, who they never beat. I knew that wasn't going to last. So the Bengals look like a very, very good team. And Joe Mixon might be back this week.
Joe Mixon.
So, man, if he comes back with A.J. Green and Tyler Boyd, I mean, losing Eifert hurts. I hope he gets a speedy recovery. But that defense is solid in Cincinnati. Cincinnati can score. Dalton is playing very, very well. Top 10 quarterback yards-wise this season. So, yeah, I think I'm going to roll with the Bengals on this one to beat the Dolphins. They're in Cincinnati, too. So, I hope I'm going to roll with Cincinnati.
I'm not I don't know why he thinks Bengals. I mean, the Bengals are a flash in the
Bengals
pan
are
right
three
now.
and one this
Yeah,
season.
they're 3-1. They were like fucking 14 last year. Dolphins. Dolphins are on a roll. Bengals aren't gonna stop them. Let's move on to the next one. Chargers. Oh, this is another
Chargers
shitty
and
game.
Raiders, yeah,
Why is
I
there so
agree
many
with
shitty
this game.
games?
Now this game is going to be shitty.
Just throw
The
your predictions.
Chargers should win, but something tells me the Raiders are going to make this game very interesting
Okay.
off what happened last week.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Chargers and Phillip Rivers and Keenan Allen and Gordon, so the Chargers should win this game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it too much. Like I said, man, I'll get into it in a couple weeks, like detail. But right now, both these teams suck again. I'm gonna go with Raiders just because they're on the roll. Next game,
We got the Cardinals and the 40. Come on, man. Who's really going to watch this? Garoppolo's out for the year.
Game. I'm so tired.
Yeah, this game I agree is terrible. I'm going to pick the 49ers just because they're at home, but this game's probably a 10-7 score, if that. So, yeah, the 49ers, I'm picking them. The Cardinals are terrible.
I don't care about this game at all. They both suck. I think Josh Rosen is the starter. And whoever's starter 49ers,
Blathwood or whatever his name, I can't even pronounce his name.
I'm gonna go to tie. I don't give a fuck about this game. This game sucks. Okay, they both suck, and I don't care either teams. Go ahead.
Next game is very interesting. The Minnesota Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles.
How is it interesting when they both suck?
Actually, the Vikings are 3-1, and the Eagles are 2-2. The Eagles are struggling.
Do you want to recheck that record for the Vikings? I just want to point that out.
They have a tie. I forgot the Vikings tied. My bad.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm picking the Vikings in this game.
1-2-1. Yeah.
Right. 1-2-1.
Did you call them? Again, people, this man is like.
I'm picking the Vikings against.
He loves them.
The Eagles. The Eagles have been struggling. Even though they're in Philly, Wentz doesn't look the same as right now. Their running game is garbage, even though they do have Alshon Jeffrey back, so they'll definitely give Wentz another weapon, along with Ertz back. Hurts as a tight end, and Aguilar. So they definitely have some weapons on the offensive end. But I'm going with the Vikings. That Vikings defense is good, and with Diggs and Thielen, and if Dalvin Cook can find what he had last year, I'm picking the Vikings in a close one.
Yeah, like I said, much as I hate to agree with you, Vikings, Eagles are not good right now. They're not in mid-shape form. Wentz is going to take a little bit to get back in, his ways. So, Vikings over the Eagles. I'm not going to. Yeah. The next couple games, I'm not even going to get into. I'm going to start it off just because Rams and Seahawks. Rams.
Yeah, this is a blowout. The Rams should
destroy
the
Seahawks. 12th man, the fucking, what did they used to call that defense? The
Rams defense?
No, the Seahawks defense.
Oh, the Legion of Boom?
Legion of Boom is gone. The 12th man is gone. They're trash this year.
They're just terrible.
Rams blowout.
Thomas is out for the year. I don't see the Seahawks having any chance. I respect Russell Wilson to the fullest. He's a tier 1 quarterback, but his numbers aren't there this year. He has no offensive weapons at all. Doug Baldwin might come back this week, but that's just one guy. I mean, Lockett is okay. They have no running game. They switch running backs every week. So, yeah, the Rams should win this game in a blowout. This isn't even close.
Yeah, absolutely. Cowboys-Texans, I think it'll be close. I'm going to go with Cowboys just because I don't believe in Deshaun Watson. I'm a Cowboys fan, so I'm going to be a little bit of a homer. But Zeke and Dak are kind of on a little get and go right now, so I'm going to go Cowboys over Texans.
To me, this game is a heart versus a head game. Of course, I want Dallas to win. They're my favorite team. But
I don't know why.
Deshaun Watson is coming back into the Deshaun Watson he was last year. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Texans because they're in Houston. I'm gonna roll with the Texans on this when they get their second win in a row.
Okay. Redskins Saints again. This is, in my opinion, it's not even worth talking. I think the Saints are gonna blow out the rest. They're at home too. Alex Smith can't put up fucking 30 points.
I think this game's going to be a little more interesting than people give it credit for. I'm picking the Saints to win, but the Redskins can score.
They ain't going to score that much.
They're not going to outscore Drew Brees. So, but, yeah, the Saints win this game, people. It's no.
Not even close.
We're going to actually...
Quickly before we get into the podcast, we're going to cut this off about 10 minutes. Facebook, stay with us. The last... the last part of the show, we will open it up to the comments. Um,
Questions.
questions. Shoot us the questions on Facebook right now. YouTube and the podcast. We appreciate y'all listening.
Please comment. Let us know what you think.
Absolutely. Subscribe, like, share, follow. All that on the podcast and all that on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Same thing. Instagram, Black and White Just Sports. Facebook, Black and White Just Sports. Follow the group. Join into the page. Man, like us, like us. I'm sorry. I got the Altoid in my mouth, man. Make sure I don't choke again. Like us, like us, like us, man. Share, share, share. We need the shares. We got people in different, states, area codes, whatever, man. Share us, man, because you all got a diverse group where we can get even, more expanded, man. Share us, like us, all that bullshit. We trying to get the shit going.
Definitely are. We need all y'all support.
So we'll get into the last quick segment for the podcast and YouTube, and after that, when we close out, we'll close it out with the questionings for the followers that's still on Facebook. So we'll get into the NBA
Preseason just started, people.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into LeBron and the Cavs. See how LeBron looked in his first game in a Lakers uniform.
Real talk, I gotta say, man, I hated LeBron when he went to Miami because he didn't win a championship for Cleveland, and that's the only reason. I hate when people say, you know what? I didn't care LeBron left, but I hate how he left. I didn't give a fuck how he left, man. Get on TV, get the broadcast going, and announce where you want to go. I was only upset because you didn't bring us a fucking championship, but you brought us a championship the second time around. But I must say, this man in the fucking Lakers jersey just doesn't look right. He doesn't look right in the fucking gold and purple. And I don't know. I mean, I guess it's something I gotta get used to, but I don't know, man. I mean, them young boys is running. They got a couple of vets going along. I don't think they're gonna be that dominant. They'll probably be 6 to 8. I mean, they'll make the playoffs for sure. 6 to 8 where they'll be. LeBron will get them another 10. I think they're 34 wins.
Yeah, it
last
won 34, 35 games last year without him. So I think
LeBron's
definitely giving them 10 to 15 more wins.
Him, Rondo, and
Lonzo,
Lance.
Yeah.
I won't give nothing to JaVale McGee because he's a bum.
The Lakers, to me, they're not going to be a juggernaut, but they're definitely going to be. I got them 4th, maybe 5th seed.
Wow.
I don't see him being a bottom feeder. Not with LeBron. No LeBron team has ever been a bottom feeder, and now him playing with talent actually around him. He has Lonzo, talented. Kuzma, talented. Ingram, talented. Rondo, still solid. Lance Stevenson can still play. Michael Beasley is a forgotten player that people keep forgetting on their team. Michael Beasley can play.
Put up points.
So, I mean, the Lakers have talent around LeBron, man. So, I think the Lakers are going to be a 4th or 5th seed this season. Easily. I don't see them being no 6th or 7th, 8th seed. They're going to be much higher than that. They're going to win 50-plus games.
I give them, like I said, I give them the lower half of the playoff bracket. Excuse me. LeBron and Rondo will add a couple games. Lance Stevenson will help. JaVale McGee will do nothing. And the rest is just the same team they had. I mean, LeBron will probably give you about 10 wins by himself. So what they won, 34,
35 games
35 last year. I'll give them 45 this year. They'll be at the bottom of the West, and that's fine. LeBron, I honestly don't think he cares anymore about basketball anymore. His man has put out like fucking 2 TV shows and like 3 movies since he's been in fucking LA. So I think that's his focus. But moving on from LA and LeBron, we love him.
Go back to our hometown.
I don't love him. Bring it back to the hometown.
Cleveland.
Young fucking Bull and the Cavs.
Young Bull and the Cavs. Let's get it.
They're looking good, man. Real talk. Fucking Chetty Osman, Young Bull, Sexton,
Hood. All those
good.
guys looking good. The ball movement was crisp. They looking real good against the Celtics, man.
We're gonna see what happens, man. I think as well as the Lakers, they will be a bottom seed in the East. Dan Gilbert tried his hardest because the first time LeBron left, we won like fucking 10 games. It was terrible. Unless you're a real Cleveland fan, you didn't show up to games. You didn't watch games at all. It was bad. So he set us up to at least be fighting for the playoffs. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the Cavs, I think are definitely going to be competitive much more than what people think after losing Bron. But I don't see them really. If they do make the playoffs, they'll definitely be 8th or 7th. I don't see them nowhere near higher than 7th games.
Yeah.
They're going to
We'll
win
leave it.
anywhere between 30 and 40 games. I don't see them winning no 45, 50 games. Nowhere
Yeah,
near.
we're
They'll
gonna
be anywhere between 30 and 40 wins.
absolutely. They'll be a lower seed. We're gonna leave it at that. The podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Please follow YouTube. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We need the subscribes. We need the followers, man. The Facebook, Black and White Just Sports. The page is up. The group is up. Follow us. Join the group. Get on Instagram, Black and White Just Sports. Follow us. For now, we're gonna cut off the podcast and YouTube, and anybody that's on Facebook will answer questions for about 10 minutes or so.
Questions.
So shoot them questions our way. Everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for
We
joining.
definitely appreciate y'all, man.
We
Definitely
appreciate it, man. We're
appreciate it.
trying to make this happen. So follow us, like us, subscribe, share, all that shit. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
You enjoy your night.